Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nate the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in case these notifications ain't go out. Apologies to the people. I was supposed to give y'all the morning safe. Your boy actually came home and went night night. Late day as always. Mary, what's going on, baby? James number 8, what's going on, my guy? You already know, first things first. Hopefully everybody having a blessed and productive Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's smoothly getting through the work day. Uh, Hopefully everybody again enjoyed the evenings last night and the whole weekend. John, what's going on? Appreciate everybody that tuned in last night for the conversation. Definitely was another one that was needed. If you missed it, catch the replay. Claudia, what's going on, baby? Talk like that, genuine, needed, needs to be given on a grander scale. And it ain't trying to be holier than thou or anything, but nah, it's just common sense at the end of the day. Some things that we are gonna have to really speak on. Some things we ain't gonna be able to avoid. This is where these conversations are at its best. Um, Few things, mostly want to chime in for this afternoon rush. Um, One thing that's kind of like throwing me off, and nobody thought to speak about it, but I'm gonna kind of speak on it. Did anybody realize that by Friday, give or take, if they don't come up with a decision? Oh wait, my fault, my mouth. Now I feel better. Um, we could be apparently going into another. If they don't come up with anything as far as a deadline, we could be going into another possible government shutdown. Speaks a lot of volumes. This is stuff that people really need to be on board with. The ones that are not acclimated, yeah, I need to start getting acclimated to that. Goldie, what's going on, baby? By Friday, they gotta have some sort of a deadline. If not, we could be going right back into the same thing that shut us down before the pandemic. Like, explain to me exactly how is it. And I know people don't really like to delve into those politics, but in the same token, those politics affect everything even in our society. They was just talking about that this morning. These people still got they still whatever y'all can't come to agreements on. It's time to start coming to agreements on, because another shutdown ain't gonna be a good one for nobody. I'm sorry to say it that way, and I'm getting this out there today. Miss T, what's going on, baby? Another government shutdown is not going to be beneficial. Niggas just started getting back to where it's somewhat starting to get normal again, and then you're already about to cause another issue and chaos, and for what? Oh, okay, I hear you. Oh yeah, you gotta be shoot. Yeah, you gotta definitely be somewhere outside of the states. But glad that you got home, and it's just it's crazy. What you think gonna happen if we do, God forbid, have another shutdown? How you think that shit really gonna affect anybody or everybody for that matter? People who are just now starting to recuperate. You know what's gonna be crazy? Another shutdown means for some of these damn jobs, they ain't gonna be getting paid. Like, so you mean to tell me that essentially it's almost like you not just trying to bankrupt, in my opinion, that you just trying to mess up whatever's going on now. Liz, what's going on, baby? Oh, okay, okay. I kind of figured you was somewhere. I thought you was in the UK or something, but glad you got home safe. Um, Yeah, it's crazy. Because I just thought about it. Some of these jobs ain't gonna be able to pay their employees, and then guess what? Who the hell want to work for free? Think about that. You think you gonna even if you got a government, and that's what kind of sparked up things the last time. The last time we had a government shutdown like that, what happened? Damn near all the government workers was not going to work because they wasn't getting paid. So if it was affecting them, imagine if it started affecting city workers and stuff like that. People that might drive the buses, the trains, and stuff like that that keep us going. Just think about that. At some point, we need to really start looking at things for what it is. And despite that, some of y'all might not want to always delve into politics. You're gonna have to at some point because there's gonna be certain politics they're gonna put into play, and while they pulling a fast one over us, guess what? We focused on the BS. That's essentially messing up all balances again. Who really gonna want to come to work if they ain't getting paid? And then with things being high as it is right now, gas, electric, everything else, that's if you pay that, right? Come on now. That's an extra bill and a headache that you don't need. Just imagine those people who just started getting themselves back right, and now it was something they got to figure out another option as soon as possible because in the event another shutdown happens, they don't got no time to really get themselves straight. Big dog Philly, what's going on, my guy? Think about it. If I'm already living somewhere where I gotta pay gas, electric, even water to a degree, right? Because some of them spots you would have to pay everything. I'm just now getting back. And now you mean to tell me y'all thinking about another shutdown for what? I ain't even get a chance to recuperate and get my situation straight, right? That's essentially what's going to be in these people's minds. I don't blame them. James, what's going on, my guy? I got James number 8 and James, the original red shirt. but you got to think about that. See, some people say they watch the news, some people say they read up on things. But if you did, some of y'all would be having a talk that could actually make some sort of push or a change to something. So we don't have this going on. You pulling a we pulling our coats over our heads basically. Yeah, we're gonna see if we can smooth them out. So this way, when this thing does get implemented, now they ain't got no chance to react. They ain't got no chance to do anything, which is essentially what they always seem to be doing. You just had it shut down, what, 3 years ago? You just had one. Like, let's think about that. And now you talking about another one because y'all can't come to some sort of compromise. Make it make sense. What is it that's so hard for y'all to just do the simplest thing? Like, okay, we really don't need to implement this. We really don't need to do this. There's certain things right now they've been trying to do, implement, and they've been backfiring like a mug. Excuse me, but it has. It's been backfiring on them. And then in the same token, we still taking the extra shot, the buck shots, all of that. Come on now. I don't think that's fair. Really is crazy though. You ain't essentially giving nobody no fair opportunity to do too much anything, at least in my opinion. And I'm not always going to delve into politics day in and day out. But when it's certain things I know that could be affecting all of us, now I'm gonna talk on it. Don't care. Gonna need to. You ain't gonna be able to dodge that problem. Corey, what's going on, baby? No, this is what I'm saying. Like, what are we really doing here? Why are we focusing on melodrama when we should be focusing on drama that could definitely mess us up in the long run? Ain't nobody trying to hear. Well, half of the people I know definitely ain't trying to hear a shutdown. 702, what's going on, baby? I know half of y'all just starting to get back to higher grounds again where you was at. Cause yeah, trust me, I know that shutdown and then that pandemic messed up a lot of y'all. I don't care if you was in the best of spots. It kind of messed half of y'all up. The ones that didn't mess up, hey, they that's because they got it. You know, and this is what I'm saying. That's the worst thing about it. As you trying to recuperate, they trying to deteriorate and degenerate everything. Can't do that. Like, so essentially, you want, in my opinion, you want the world to be broke. You want the people to just work for free, or you want to make it to where it's just going to be hard to live. Period. It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. Money, what's going on, my guy? You already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. It definitely did. Pandemic changed everything because yeah, the world shut down for damn near the whole year. The whole world, not just the city, the world, Craig. The whole world shut down. Imagine if this shit happens again and it get worse. I'm speaking on this standpoint today because it's true. And whoever think it ain't content, kindly leave because I'm feeling it today. And I'm looking at it from this standpoint. Literally, Friday is the deadline for everything. And I don't know what the hell it is to the degree that they are taking their time on trying to come to some sort of agreement, but it shouldn't have to be at the cost of everybody that's working their hardest, working their bones off to do something. That's crazy. Like, what are we really going to get out of this time around? Let's be honest, man. Prime example. You know, there's a reason why you're getting price inflation, so on and so forth. Because look at it. Essentially, you know, the unemployment is starting to somewhat plummet because it was high, but it's starting to plummet some now. But think about it: when the world stood still, damn near everybody was home, and the ones that wasn't home, they was not just essential workers, but they had no choice but to be out and about. I was one of them. I had to be, because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna take a hit even myself, and I thank God I did. You know, you look at it from what it is right now. This is why we seeing some of the shit happening now in front of our eyes. While a lot of y'all complain about stores closing down and or relocating, it's because y'all done got to a point now where, man, listen, the inflation is crazy. A carton of eggs, especially if it's a dozen, should not cost me almost $6. Even the damn 18 eggs shouldn't be over $8. Like, you're bugging the fuck out. Sorry. You're bugging out. And that's the sad part about it. As far as the lockdown for when it was dealing with this pandemic, I think the city maybe only had two, if two. I wouldn't yet even care because I still had to be out. I still had to go do what I had to do. Essentially, I felt the pain for the people who was actually in good positions and had to stop working. But you know why they try to force people to stop working? Because they wanted people to follow a protocol. Let's not forget that, but I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole today. So in that notion right there, yeah, you I felt like you tried to cripple the main cities and states that you know is where the money is flowing through the most. What better way to get the, all right, you're gonna do it this way. You ain't trying to do this lockdown. What do you mean lockdown? Look here. They tried it to a degree, at least in my area. It didn't work as well because again, you're not gonna be able to have people going in. Man, listen, you see me in the uniform, you better get up out of my way. Sorry, it didn't work. It's crazy. 18 eggs is 339. If that's in the supermarket, James, then that's a steal right there. New York City, you ain't getting that shit at 18 eggs for 3.99. Nah, not unless it's on sale. You're damn near paying the same price you're paying for gas right now. I know the gas went down a little bit. They did say that, but wow, the gas went down 40 cents. So if your gas was essentially 6.99, what went down a couple cents? You're still paying $6. It ain't fucking like you didn't get much. People's insurance done went up as far as cars and shit. Riders, what's going on, my guy? Riaz, what's going on, my guy? See y'all in there. Like, come on now. Are you gonna try to tell me that right now gas is really like $7? And because you dropped 40 cents, that means something? That still don't mean nothing. It's a small little it's a small sigh of relief. It ain't that much of a relief. Not when you got people again who are just getting back acclimated back in the workforces. There was a lot of spots where they couldn't go back to the work. They couldn't go back to the buildings. So guess what? They had to work from home. Same thing with the schooling. We just got back somewhat into a normalcy, and you're about to fuck it up again because you can't come to a conclusion on what it is y'all trying to do. I read in between the lines when it comes to stuff like that. Now, don't get it twisted. There is some places where y'all still lucky. Yeah, half of y'all outside the state is lucky, whether you smoke cigarettes or not. I'll be honest with you. Anything as far as tobacco products, yeah, y'all definitely are in the better position. But I'm in a city where you know shit is always going to be going up. Y'all cities, yeah, it might go up to some degree, but it ain't going to be like ours. Prime example, you going into a store to get you a sandwich. Matter of fact, let me ask y'all, how much y'all paying for a sub sandwich, hero sandwich, whatever you want to call it? How much y'all paying for one of those in your grocery stores or even in your supermarkets? And I'll give you a good old detail of mine. You gonna be like, nah, that's too much. Like seriously, you want anything as far as a sandwich is concerned, you might be paying 650 to shoot. You no, I lie. You might be paying 650 for in certain stores. You might pay 650 for a roll. 750 for a hero, $8, probably more than that, depending on what exactly you're getting. Exactly. Shit. We in the city, we mess around. If we don't let you be in anywhere like in the middle, like Times Square, shit like that, you paying more than $10 for a sandwich. That's what I'm saying. There's differences when it comes to what's going on. The big states and cities, like I know California going through it too, with certain things. That's what I'm saying. People are starting to really get back to some sort of a comfortable mindset again. It's about to get uncomfortable for those who are really paying attention. That's why I'm speaking from a place like I'm speaking to. Now I don't know if this could even affect me, but I'm shoot. I felt bad for those who went through it, whether they had the government jobs or not. Because think about it, you literally had to sit your ass home and work or do whatever. You couldn't come outside, you were scared for whatever. It's crazy. BDBGP. I don't know, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to think about that. That's crazy. Pricing going up wild crazy and for what? After people just started getting back comfortable. You know, I could at least try to start getting my bills paid. I could start feeling back comfortable. And now you ain't even gonna feel comfortable because it might be another shutdown. Just think about that though. And that's the craziest part about it. So you mean to tell me in certain spots I think gas is still higher than $6? Doesn't matter where you at, cowboy. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter where you at, cowboy. Uh, that shit is still expensive. You drop 40 cents, so what? Drop a whole $1.50 or something like that. Drop $2. You want to be petty like that? Ladies, what's going on, baby? Nah, Corey, you know what I mean. I still had to come out regardless. Whether I was, I barely masked up because I was mostly to myself. I wasn't letting certain things stop me. Hell no. Not when it's coming to fucking doing what I gotta do, paying my rent. Fuck out of here. And again, I was fortunate, because I'm like, okay, because I'm telling you, when you not even getting a damn schedule for the following week, and you thinking you possibly either gonna be on, how do you call it, furlough or something. Dang, I done messed the name up, I believe. But either which way, I would have still been employed, but I'd have been home getting paid, and I wouldn't have been feeling comfortable with that. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm used to being active. It's just me. I wouldn't have been used to. I'm just sitting home getting paid. Nah. And that's the sad part about it, though. You really look and you be like, there's people that was blessed because not so much as they was essential workers, but they companies just wasn't going to allow them people to be working from home. And if they was going to have to do certain things, all right, well, look, this half is going to stay home and do whatever. These ones are going to be in the field. But then we seen what we got to a degree. Certain things when the world opened back up again wasn't as good as it kind of was back then. You had the worst people, in my opinion, in a good top notch position that shouldn't even be there because attitudes don't run well with people. You can't be going and trying to, prime example, you couldn't even go on the DMVs mostly. You had to get a reservation to go in there to go get your anything done, license, register, anything. I'm like, get the hell out of here. We just got back to a comfortability of now it's either reservation or you could walk in and go do what you got to do again. This world ain't gonna be ready for another one like this, and this don't even got nothing to do with no virus, none of that. That's the sad part about it. It's just gonna be to a point where it's not gonna be too many workers, and now it's just gonna be too much hassles. Like I was telling people the other day, and that's the truth on how I feel about it. Start opening up opportunities so we could keep opportunities on these playing fields. Because some of y'all again are losing jobs to artificial intelligence. I said it again. A lot of the spots right now doing self checkout, so you got less and less workers. You got people that are getting fired at an alarming rate, and they ain't even fully get settled in yet from suffering this world shut down the last time. So essentially, you are still messing up people's lives for what? Because y'all can't come to a damn agreement on something. Make it make sense. Some people did get comfortable. Prime example, working from home, doing whatever from home. All right, I grant that. I grant that. But when it was time to go back to work, and essentially it was time to go back to work, some of y'all still was trying to refuse it. Trying to refuse. You gonna refuse going to work and getting your money? Because you rather sit home. Nah. See, that part right there, some people got too comfortable. And then think about it too. Unemployment, almost damn near everybody was filing for unemployment. The only people that ain't had to worry about filing unemployment was the ones that were still working or the ones that were on company furlough or whatever. So yeah, Them people was good. Everybody else wasn't so good. Everybody took a damn hit, one way or another. Around the world felt it. Everywhere felt it. Again, the whole world shut down. Not just the city, the world, Craig. Shut down. So everybody felt it. Them third world countries felt it. Everybody felt it to some degree. You can't say that you didn't. Numbers is right there. It's crazy though. See, there's things that people they don't look at, they don't assess, they don't even think to say, you know what, this could be a problem if we really don't try to focus on that and try to be a vocal opinion on that too. See, like again, there's so many different ways to try to bring some sort of pressure relief to the world, if you want to call it that. Again, some of y'all gonna have to do what's necessary. Some of y'all don't want to vote, but you're gonna have to vote and vote for those who actually mean well for the people. I know it's kind of hard sometimes for people because everybody feel everybody's a damn scam artist, but not every politician or assemblyman or anybody else in that, not everybody is on that type of time. There are some people you will see day in and day out that were really for the people. You got people doing the utmost right now. Like I said, a lot of people robbing these stores. Even that, come on now. There's no way you gonna tell me a flash mob came in there, wrapped up damn near more than $1,000 to $5,000 probably worth of property, merchandise, and shit like that, and it's supposed to just be accepted. And some of these companies, they could cry all they want about they got insurance, they good, they could do this. No, they feel that sting too. I think I kind of figured that out to a degree. Yeah, I feel that sting because that's why you want to close down some of these areas. You want to relocate. Yeah, because you see, this is exactly what it is. But then again, you also messing up your own mess, and you're messing up your own economy and your own pockets when half of your spots got nothing but self checkouts. So of course, a nigga could just fucking walk out if that's the case. Some of these foods, prime example, you're pricing them too high, and this is why you getting theft at an alarming rate, even in the supermarkets. Who the hell? It's not to be funny. Even in New York City, for those who live in the city, y'all know what the fuck it is when it came. Man, the prices of meats went up. Now we know there was certain meats that was always kind of fairly high price, but it was still doable. Come on now. Prime example, pork chops. If you don't get a meat plan or something like that, a pound of pork chops could be more than eight, $5, $6, $7 for a pound, 2 pounds maybe. Like and that does add up, especially for those who got big families. Now, when we ain't in them supermarkets, yeah, we got a lot of meat markets and different little variety spots where they do, but even still, prices done went the hell up. Steak done went up. Of course, that was going to be one of the fairly high priced ones, but it went up. There are some people that love to eat steak. Now they probably gotta, you know, acclimate to something else because it's too high. Oxtails, all of that. Even some of those exported, imported foods, they went up. So you got to think about that. What service are you really doing about shutting down the government again because y'all can't come to some sort of conclusion on something? Got people who are going on strikes now because they are not getting paid the way they're supposed to get paid. This is why you're getting some of these strikes. One time it was a bus strike. Then it was a transit strike as far as the trains. Then it was this type of strike. And all of these strikes either got averted the day of or before time. The one time that it did, it went on for a couple days, and then before you know it, everything was back to normal again. But that's not back to normal when you are shutting down something. You go in any of these stores right now, whether it's for food or even specific home care and everything else items, shit was expensive now. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. You go in certain meat markets and you look and be like, well, damn, they really went up. And I'm telling you, the only way you really even come out on top is if you purchase a meat, even a meat plan that went up a little bit. You essentially paying over $100 for a meat plan to at least give you a little bit of everything out of that meat market, if anything. Smallest things like pickles, all that other stuff done went up. No way in the hell I paid $3 for a jar of olives when I know I just paid not even $2. And it's a skinny jar of olives. So everything is getting crazy. Come on now. For those, and this is why a lot of people are clinging right now, in my opinion, to a lot of them like Dollar Trees, Dollar Generals, and stuff like that. Because yeah, you could get certain things where you need it, but then there's some things you ain't buying out of there. Everything else you'll buy, and it's sad you got to even go that because it's like, what the hell? I should be able to go anywhere, and I shouldn't have to worry about really paying an arm and a leg for something. Yep. You just put something up that was a prime example right there. Um, the holidays is coming. Y'all gonna be dealing with family. Got to get a whole bunch of meats up, right? Even down to the traditional stuff, right? Yeah, even that's going up. If you ain't catching one of those deals where it's, oh, you purchase a certain amount or you spend a certain amount, you get the free this. Yeah, you ain't paying that much for a turkey nor a hen. Pot roast, all that shit going up. It is a travesty at the end of the day because you look at it, damn, you essentially paying more just to even feed your family than you would have been paying essentially. That ain't right. That's why I'm saying, you know, there are certain things that people need to understand. We have a obligation to try to alleviate some of these pressures that we're going through now. And not just by protesting and raising a voice, but actually trying to make sure they listen to what the hell is going on. And they kind of know what's going on. And again, when they don't see the numbers, they overlook everything. When they see that it's to a point where it has to be a standstill, that's when they'll pay attention to everything. And again, that's the worst thing in the world to have to worry about another possible shutdown, especially for those government workers, the state workers, city workers, anybody that you know for a fact are in those positions. They're gonna have to go through the stretch again and don't want to have to go through it. Yeah, and I'd seen that too, Mary. I seen that. They definitely doing that. You know, Tanya, what's going on, baby? They are definitely doing that. And this is why a lot of these companies right now are suffering, but then they also closing spots. They try to front like they ain't hurting, but they hurting. Because if you wasn't hurting, you wouldn't be thinking about closing down that spot. But then again, some of y'all put this into a law where just let it happen, right? That's why I said there's things they pulling over, they pulling over our heads, and we not being real to it. We ain't really looking at it from the third eye point of view. We not. No way in the hell you gonna tell me, all right, they trying to do this to make it better, but then in the same token, they doing something else that could possibly make it worse on us. Nah, ain't right. And if it's not food that's being stolen, the simplest items, whether it's electronics or whatever, is going high up. And not to be funny, some of these items, I don't blame them for taking their losses because there should be no reason why I'm paying almost the same amount I'm paying in rent for a damn game system. What the hell does that game system do for me? That it costs $1,000. When that PlayStation 5 came out, and everybody killed their ass. They killed each other for that shit. For what? And you had two versions to that, and both of them shits were still expensive. When my boy got to pay my boy got to pay more than $2,000 for two systems, that's a problem and a half. That's why people was going off like that. Anything that seemed to be a craze, a fad, whatever, yeah, that's how they target, in my opinion. Look how many people done went through BS, prime example. Not just over clothes, but see, over the days, back in the days, it was more, some people was getting harmed or even robbed for clothing items, right? Now it's fuck the clothes. We taking everything else that's important. We gonna take this. We gonna take this. Yeah, you seen a lot of shit going on, but some of this shit was prophesized. And like I said, I'm not the most religious, but I still believe there's certain things in the factor that was already written in stone. We gonna see shit like this. Some of it is because some of the people are hurt. They ain't got nothing. And that's probably the best option they got, to put something in their family's lives so they could try to benefit off of that. But then you got others that just gonna do it because they don't give a damn anyway. It's seek and destroy, or it's, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna let my community suffer. Now, like I was telling y'all a while back, the target they plan on closing in the city, well, at least not on my end, but in the city, where my god kids and them live at, you crazy? That's the closest one they got. The next one is you going further up past 125th. Who is going all the way up there? For what? Next, see what's going on, baby? Think about it. For the elder folks that live in the circumference of that area, if you shutting that down, now essentially they got to go to another target that's past that. And half of these people don't even look like they can make it, even with a home health aid or whatever. So it's like a catch 22 right there. I get why some of the people doing it, and that seemed to had always been that way, even throughout the course of time. There are some people who are thieving because, yeah, um, if it's essentially to do what's necessary and feed you and your family, hey. But then again, the same token, there's those who are only doing that because, of course, that's how the scammers scam. That's how the scammers get their money, right? That's one portion of it. I'm gonna get a 5 finger discount and I'm gonna sell it at a higher price. You know, and that's the thing about it. You sit there and look at that and you see it for what it is. Yeah, there are some people who are doing it because they ain't got no option. All their options is run out, so that's what they got. But then you got others again. That's a part of it's a part of their scan. It's a part of their come up. But then again, in that same token, you're not doing nothing constructive with it, and you definitely ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. So essentially, you messing yourself up. You messing the people up around you too. Platty, what's going on, baby? And that's the crazy part about it. Again, you have to think about that. Essentially, at some point, people will have to wake up and wisen up and realize that we got bigger fish to fry again. All that small, unconstructive shit ain't helping. Because again, they essentially pulling something over you. Shoot, I still don't feel or believe that you should be paying the same price for eggs as you paying for gas, especially for those in them high areas. Again, I'm paying $7 for this, or even just a small carton of eggs, and I'm paying the same amount for gas, like I said, that essentially adds up. I don't get that though. I really don't. And I think that's the saddest part again. Some people are just starting to get back correct. They starting to get back into that motion of, all right, we starting to come back. We could actually take a breather. If we decide we gonna do something, we can actually do it. And then now you stopping them again. Shit don't make no sense. And this is why I believe that too. Not just food, but clothes is getting robbed from these stores too. Because some of these, but see but this the catch 22 with it. At least in my opinion, some of y'all have a mindset that you want to be keeping up with the Joneses. I'm bringing back that old term. I hear you, Goldie. Well, I'm gonna give you a heads up though. Um, I don't cover politics all the time, but today I'm covering it because again, this could shut down not just the states but the world again. Most of my topics are social topics. Like if you caught the replay, this is what I talk about. But there's gonna be times I'm gonna bring this too because we can't negate the facts. Even if you ain't heavy on politics, you can't negate the fact on that part. Yeah, I know, Nexie. And that's why I'm saying, like, you gotta look at it. It is a sad situation. You selling things at high prices when you know we in a situation where we just started getting back. Still price gouging in certain situations as far as supermarkets, even down to the clothing stores or electronic spots. Even down to medication went higher up. Cost of insurance on all angles. If you don't have insurance, things that would have been sort of cheaper is now more expensive. Prime example: if you have an issue, at least out here, but I know it's kind of different in certain dentist spots, right? One dentist spot I went into, I just wanted to inquire on something. I just wanted to find out what was what because I heard in different states is always a little higher. So I turned around and asked them, you know, how much to get a tooth removed if you don't have insurance. It's $150 in one spot for the X-ray and what the X-ray and extraction, and then I think the actual tooth removal is $350. So essentially, you paying $500 out of pocket. I went into another spot. It was $100 more than the first spot I went into. That's why I was asking, like, when are we going to start focusing on those situations too? Because they do affect us. If you don't got insurance, prime example, you're gonna have to pay out of pocket. And if it's expensive, forget about it. This is why some people don't even want to go to the hospitals now. They don't want to go do nothing now as far as their health because this is the bill they're gonna have to be essentially left with. You know, and that's the thing though. We do gotta come to understanding that there's some things that we ain't necessarily supposed to be doing because at some points they do harm and hurt us. Hold on, you must be new to the channel. Anita, what's going on? What's going on? Conscious. Just imagine I gotta pay $1,000 when I wake up. Or when I get ready to leave that hospital, however long my stay might be, I gotta pay for that ambulance ride plus what basically. That's crazy. But it really is a sad thing though. It is. Because guess who gets hurt besides the adults? Y'all keep forgetting. We do have youth behind us. When we suffering, they suffering. When they suffering, we supposed to feel that suffer too. Oh no, I know, Goldie, I know. I was just giving you a heads up for everybody that is new here. I just want y'all to get the understanding of me. There's gonna be days I bring up certain topics. It might be a politic topic, it might be a social topic, it could be anything. But we need those talks regardless. They do paint a picture that at some point we all gonna have to come together and stand on the right things. Because again, it ain't that much that separates us, but what separates us. I can understand some people ain't with the politics. I can understand that. But some of those politics do again affect everybody in every community around the world, whether you want to take that into consideration or not. And if it's something that's going to eventually mess up the children, yeah, we got to speak on that. See, that's a good thing right there, Goldie. See, that's something I gotta check up on. But I think it should still be something for the. I think that's for kids here too, if I'm not mistaken. But see, this is what I'm saying. Even if it's not, it's a sad notion that you got to pay more than what you paying for certain things, whether it's health wise, food wise, clothes wise, anything. Prime example. You know you use deodorants and stuff like that. Them shits done went up. Even the cheapest deodorants done went up. So it goes to show you a picture that despite the world somewhat coming back to normalcy, they are still price gouging like a mug out here. There's a lot of things that could be reformed, and it could be reformed in the simplest ways if some of the people would just come together and really put ideas on the table that could actually help. Shout outs to Riders for Life. Another one. That's what I'm saying. Even down to that part right there. So much has changed. It's to a point now where again, some people are even thinking about homeschooling because it's too much going on in some of these schools. Some of these kids are already being it's not just starting from home. Because sometimes it do start from home, but then again, you got distractions, temptations, and everything else around you in this world around you. So, essentially, they are being subjected to things they really shouldn't be subjected to. The other day, and again, it does start from home, but it also starts around the people around you. Bronze, what's going on, my guy? This boy probably wasn't even 7 years old and was cursing worse than me, which threw me off because I'm like, I don't know what the hell going on because your other relatives ain't even like that. MA, what's going on? What's going on? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. And if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. For those who got those blue wrenches, y'all already know y'all can drop y'all links or drop links, show each other some love in here. Um, for those who are new here, again, this is a spot where you can come to again, have a good conversation, get your views and thoughts across. No judgments, no nothing. Again, we ain't always going to agree on certain things, but the rest of the things we should really have an agreement on. There's some things that are definitely messing us up, and we need to try to fix that and calibrate it. Oh, that's crazy. It's illegal over there. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yep, I see where this is going. I smelled the troll page. Thank you, Mr. Harry Johnson. Um, Let me see who else is about to get a rude awakening today. I don't have time or the patience for your nonsense. You better act like you got some home training and come in here with respect. I don't care if you are trolling. You gonna come in here with some damn respect. Or I'm gonna snipe you out. Matter of fact, thank you, thank you. While you was in here, you could take one of these two again. Knew that was gonna happen. Sorry about that. You know, again, when we are talking about not just politics, but things that really can affect us, I don't have time to be playing around with little kids, basically. This is grown men and women talk over here. Please don't come over here with that stupidness today. And if you was new to the channel, so sorry. Um, I already know who that is, so you agree, so that means you watching. Thank you for, you know, coming into this. Because again, this is gonna affect you too. So yeah, sit down in that shadow back there and watch what's going on. Come on now. Now see Goldie, that's crazy, but you know it's crazy over here too because we have a homeschooling system, but most people put their kids into the school system. Either which way, if your kid ain't registered for something, that's illegal and you're going to jail for that because that's not just child neglect, that's child abuse. Your kid is supposed to be either enrolled in the system or if you're going to enroll them into a homeschooling system, they have to be registered and everything else so they don't be a problem. But that's the sad part about it. Everybody's spots is different. I can understand that. Time for us to come to another conclusion, though. We don't start focusing on some of these politics, and it's going to be detrimental to everybody, for real. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm telling you, everybody around the world is different, but it is crazy though. Like I said, I don't go down those rabbit holes like that too much, but I will paint a general picture of what's going on. Everything around the world has changed since the pandemic started and the world shut down. And now that it's coming back to some sort of brightness, you're about to have another dark cloud over it because of another shutdown. So that means what's already high price is going to be even higher. The things that you're going to need, even down to medication, is going to be higher. It's a I'm telling you, it's a catch 22. Yeah, well, you lucky right now, Goldie, but you might have to worry about that too because in the UK they going through it. Almost everywhere around the world they going through it. Trust me. So you know it's crazy to think about that though. It's going to be even more. Your gas probably gonna be higher, whether it's for your car or for the homes that you living in. Your electricity definitely gonna go up. That's what I'm saying. You gotta think about that. They don't come up with a conclusion by Friday. Who knows when things could really go into effect, and then it starts a topsy turvy all over again. And who knows for how long that shutdown could be. I don't feel that you should shut down the government. It's just my opinion. Shouldn't shut down no government when you already know your government is kind of crumbling right now with certain situations. Let the people get back right. There shouldn't be that many damn strikes as far as businesses and stuff like that is concerned if the people would just be doing right. Give the people what they owe or give the people what they supposed to get. It's only fair. You can't talk about opportunities and everything else, but then you're literally taking away a lot of opportunities for growth, exposure, everything. Marlene, what's going on, baby? But it is sad though, again, because think about it. You shouldn't have to be paying. I don't care if you do got something, even a career wise. There's some things I feel just it's too expensive. You shouldn't have to go through that. And then again, at some point, it does reflect. Prime example, you trying to live the posh lifestyle. Yeah, you got to keep everything up. But in the same token, the things that you doing to keep it up is getting higher. Like I said, the cheapest items is even getting more expensive now. Personal care items, your household accessories, stuff like that, higher and higher, more and more. And it's crazy because this is why we are getting a lot of that right now. And we're gonna keep getting more of these robberies, five finger discounts, and everything else. Because essentially, some of y'all not even trying to come to reason and say, all right, maybe we are overcharging a little bit too much for this. Maybe we should lower it down a little bit. We done recouped. And some of y'all did recoup y'all money already. And some of y'all got them damn business loans or got them loans to where y'all was getting yourselves back. So if you already back right as far as your pockets is concerned and just keeping the business afloat, why not try to lower the prices on certain things? Everything, even down to your cooking oil, is getting expensive. I done watched a couple videos, shoot, probably from the time I've been up, and some of it is sad. And you know what the saddest part about it again? It's not just the adults that are robbing and stealing. You got the kids robbing and stealing. I watched a video where the guy tried to literally walk into a store and steal a bike that was on the display rack. And if a citizen wouldn't have tripped him up, he probably would have got away with that bike. But luckily, security was still on his neck anyway. They looked like they were about to put their hands and feet on him. So some places are not playing when it comes to robbery of any sort. Some places they are gonna allow it to happen because they already said it's all right for it to happen. You know, and this is what throws me off again. There's no way you're gonna tell me you want people to feel comfortable and satisfied, but then you are taking away the satisfaction of them working hard to the bone to, put themselves and their families in good position. And even to a point where they could even expound even more. Like, come on now, it's crazy. Prime example for those who live in the city. I didn't even realize it until the other day. The what the price of a Metro card then went up again. The price of the fare done went up again by at least 30, 40 cents. Make it make sense. It's getting even more expensive to travel, not just gas wise. If you're in areas where there are trains and buses, or even to the simplest greyhounds and stuff like that. If you don't find deals on certain things, guess what? You paying damn near top dollar for whatever it is you're trying to do. Even down to the simplest thing like trying to find a hotel stay. Goes to show you that yeah, inflation really is messing us up one way or another. No doubt, Barry. Be safe on the road, baby. So if gas, prime example again, is $7, $6, probably five for some people. Some people probably went down a little bit further. But just essentially what you gonna tell me again is the following shutdown and reopening is gonna be more. So if gas is $7, what it's gonna be $14 next time, $21? Like that's essentially what you're trying to say to the people. Serious, what's going on, baby? That's essentially what you're saying. So now you're gonna make it hard for people to even go to work. Some people gonna probably resort back to the old ways. If they don't got, and this is why I see why some people have electric scooters or just scooters in general, but it's even still, it costs to do something. You are basically paying more for goods and services than you should be paying. See, I would say a little bit of everything done went up. For those who still go to the movies and stuff, you know that shit is expensive now. Big E, what's going on? Even down to that simple aspect of things. Movies done went up. A child's ticket done went up. Don't think about going to no movies for real up in here. Yo, Hood, I'm glad you was in here, son. I thought I told you about coming in here like that Bartholomew. Now you take this. Get your ass up out of here with that shit, Hood. Nah, what's going on, my boy? Nah, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that. If it's a shutdown and then it comes back, now you're essentially paying more than what you're supposed to be paying for gas. That's crazy. Miss T with the T, what's going on, baby? Been a minute since I seen you, baby. Who really think about it? If it does happen and then the world read back open, right? Who gonna wanna pay, let's say $10 for gas? I wait. I'm being petty today. Think about that. Who really wants that? Ain't nobody gonna want to pay that damn high price for no gas. Imagine if the gas in your homes go up. You really gonna feel that pressure. I'm telling you this right now. You gotta get on board with what's essentially messing us up as a community and as a society. You might not always want to delve in certain topics, but you're gonna have to. There ain't no way to run around those problems. They will still be right there. We building. What's going on, my guy? I'm sorry, but it is getting critical. And it's gonna be more critical for those with families, whether they small or big. And essentially that's what people was doing even during the shutdown, carpooling. But then again, you ain't gonna want to carpool with some people. We already know the politics behind that. But I still feel that's the best way when it comes to certain situations. You're gonna have to. And see that problem with carpooling, at least in my opinion, is that some people act like they don't even want. Look here, I'm doing you a justice right now. I'm doing us all a justice. The least you could do is put something in the gas tank. You got people that are even that cheap that don't want to put nothing in the gas tank. You bugged out. When my boys and them used to be traveling, we used to be going to parties and shit across town and even shit spots in Long Island and stuff. We all chipped in for gas. No doubt, Goldie, appreciate you. You can always catch the rest of the replay, baby. You gotta think about that. You know how many people really want to be cheap? Nigga, I ain't putting no money in your gas tank. Then you don't want to go nowhere. Get your own car or transport like you supposed to. See, I never had an issue. If I knew we was going up, nigga, here, look, it's 20 in the gas right here. That's what it really was. Like, take that. If it was more than 20, if we was going more than one spot, here, nigga, I gave you 30. Don't look for me for nothing else. Everybody else better fucking pitch and do something. That's how it's supposed to be. But you got some people that won't do that. That's why carpooling sometimes is always a problem. How you want me to do something for you, but you ain't trying to, like, you're still paying for a service at the end of the day. You could have been paying for Uber or Lyft or any of that other shit. You still probably would have been paying more than what you paying here. You know what I'm saying? The things that you think ain't affecting you, you better open your third eye and look. Stop focusing on the BS politics and worry about the politics that affect us as a whole every day. You want to be paying more for your food items? Go ahead. Sorry to sound that way, but this is essentially how y'all saying it. Y'all don't care. You should care about that. 'Cause these things affect you. I don't care if you are in a cushy position. You could be right out that cushy position as well too. And then what you gonna do from there if you ain't fully established? Yep, it wouldn't be New York City without getting one of those. Somebody going to jail. Oh, Lawrence. Uh-oh. Somebody definitely going to jail tonight. Oh, snap. Live from Nate the Great Action News. Yeah, we just seen 5 cars run down the block. For those who mess with me that live in the hood, y'all already know I'm the black box. I'll find out something. For those who ain't following me on Twitch, make sure y'all download that app and definitely follow your boy over there. I do got something planned after this live stream. I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody want to chime in. But I'm most likely do something over there, and y'all already seen it on the community post. I will be there at 7. So yeah, um, definitely appreciate those who tuned in yesterday for the music. We definitely rocked out. So you want the uninterruptions and everything else? Hey, you know where I'm gonna be at. Now, when the other backup channel come back from strike, I'm gonna be doing something different on that. But I know I gotta play fair on both of them channels. So certain things I ain't bringing here, I'll bring it on the backup. But mostly for the Twitch followers, y'all already know what we gonna be doing. We gonna be in there celebrating, baby, on that Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. And definitely appreciate you for dropping those links, serious baby. Out here working hard for the 99 to 8,000, baby. But shoot, like I said, things that are rising up, we really need to be trying to find a way to keep it where it's at or lower it down. So because again, not everybody gonna fit that category of, yeah, I got it. I could do it. I could do it. Some people are going to fall a little below that line. Sparky, what's going on, baby? See, and that's the thing. Some people are in debt because credit cards and certain other things. Some people done took loans, student loans, stuff like that, ain't fully paid off. So, again, you want to try to keep yourself in a position that even if you have to use your credit good enough to do something. But you still gotta have some sort of money backing in when it comes to your credit too, I see. So again, it's always gonna be a little catch 22 to some degree. But I was saying those instances, some of y'all should be trying to save up for the things that are needed, especially if we do have another shutdown. Hold on, Sparky. I'm trying not that. Hey, what's going on?
What's up, man?
Not
How you
much.
doing? You're talking my language, bro.
Mhm.
I know lots about credit cards.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's all about
because
being responsible.
yeah, you have to be. If you know for a fact you can't pay a certain amount, I don't think you should be trying to spend money on things that you're gonna have a problem paying off when it's all said and done.
All right, I'll tell you what happened to me. Last November, I went to work for a call center for Bank of America. And the banks, they don't know anything about credit cards. They send you to a call center, even if you're sitting in the bank, because they don't know anything about the credit cards they're selling you. They just know when you swipe it, you've accepted the terms of agreement. And what some people do with credit cards is they're like, oh, I got all this money. I need this. I need that. I want that. I got all this money. That's not what credit cards are. Credit cards are it's your opportunity to show the banks and the world system that you are responsible with your money at all times. So what happened with me was I'm a girl that has everything. So I bought a vintage car from my best friend. I've owned it for a year. I've driven it one time. I had a 2000 Impala that I've had for 5 years, and I have a 1999 Ford Ranger that I've had since 2009. And I'm going to drive it till the wheels come off. Well, I had to pick something to drive, right? I didn't want to walk. So I'm like, okay, I can make money with the truck. I'm going to pick the truck. I ended up getting over $6,000 upside down in my credit cards. And I'm a waitress. I quit that job. I make more money waiting tables than they were paying me at $18 an hour, stressing me out, making me have, I was having anxiety attacks before I was going into work. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? You got a job. So, yeah, and then I asked the bank to pay him out, and he's like, I'm sorry, we can't show that you make enough money to buy them out for you right this second, but, like, do your thing. So, if you have credit cards, you better pay those credit cards. I don't care if you don't pay anything else. You better pay them credit cards. Had it not been for the credit cards, I would be walking right now. And my truck's brand new again. LOL. Yeah, and I just been paying it. You know what I'm saying? I just pay it every week. I don't need anything.
Yeah.
I don't shop. I'm not a consumer. I have everything. But that's what happened with my credit cards. When I don't play with my cards, that's important. And my credit score is still going up, even though I got upside down. I have 8 credit cards, buddy. I have almost as much credit as I do income, because what happened was when my credit score got up above 707, I had one card company offer me 2 more cards, and then people started offering me cards, and I applied for all the cards that they would let me have while my credit score was at 707. And I want you to know I had a 730 FICO score with 0 credit card debt when I went into this endeavor and was ready to buy a house, and now I can't buy a house. But I pay them credit cards, brother. Are you there? I can't hear you.
Give me a second. My fault. I heard everything you were saying. East Dad, what's going on? I'm trying to fix a situation. I just gotta say something about noise cancellation. Give me 1 minute. You can still talk. Dee Dee, what's going on, baby?
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
I
you hear
mean, I
Echo?
didn't know anything about that, right? And I was only using my credit cards for emergencies. And somebody said, don't do that. You need to hold on. Let me turn off my overhead. It might be my camper that's doing that to you. Hold on. Sometimes StreamYard acts really strange with my camper overhead, and I use that sound system a lot. Is it better now? I don't hear myself echoing anymore. Yeah, so like that's what you do with credit cards. You pay your bills with your credit cards. You pay the credit cards. And then when you have an emergency, it was an emergency. I didn't know it was going to end up costing me that much money because like they started threatening to tow my cars off. I'm like, wait a minute, I got insurance, I got tags. What are you talking about towing my cars off? I pay my rent on time. Yeah, so it was a it was a good decision at the time, but I had no idea it was going to do that to my credit cards. And all I've been doing is just like I have certain weeks. I'm 2 weeks ahead, thank goodness. And I hustle houses on the side. And my job got shut down a week ago. And had it not been for people let me hustle $1,500 between cleaning houses and the restaurant opening back up, somebody from YouTube sent me $50. Somebody from Facebook sent me $250. I hustled up $1,500 in 6 days because I'm not going to be homeless again. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna not be responsible and take care of my life. So I was really proud that I got to pay. I have 8 credit cards, and I was able to pay $1,600. That's $200 a card on all 8 cards in this past week, and I'm still on time. Actually, a week early to pay my regular bills that I have to pay with cash. Yeah, it's exciting stuff when you grow up and become a responsible adult. People laugh at me, but I get off on paying my bills. I was a drug addict. I was homeless. I lived in the streets on the west side of Atlanta for 3 years in a tent. So it's a really big deal to me when I can say, okay, let's pay this. Let's pay this. Don't keep any of the cash. Pay what you have to have in case you have another emergency. And when you use your cards that way, you show the bank that you're responsible with your money, and they'll give you anything. I walked into the bank and asked for $2,500 when I started that new job so that I could pay all my bills, and I paid all my credit cards off. I had $1 left out of that $2,500, and I'm within $900 of paying that loan off, and that loan floated me until I figured out what to do with the rest of my life. So that's what credit is. It's not money that people just give you to go crazy with. It's money that you're supposed to be responsible with, and people miss that because we want it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want it all. I don't have a stereo in my truck. I've given 2 of them to my son. I gave him my curved 55-inch TV. Like, I gave him everything because I live in a camper. I don't need it. And I still haven't put a stereo back in my truck since 2020. And it's just not a big deal. And I'm not going to use my credit cards to go buy something like that when I don't necessarily need it. So that's a good conversation to have with people about finances, because I got a girlfriend that fusses about gas and groceries and all that. I'm like, I don't even know what they're charging for gas. I'm going to pull up to the pump. I'm going to fill my vehicle up. I know how many miles I can drive it before it's out of gas again. And that's just how I do it. And that's being responsible. And I was very, very responsible for a great many years of my life.
There's nothing wrong with that. Can y'all still hear echo in the
I see
chat?
you
Let me know
talking, but
something.
I don't hear you.
Hold on 1 second. What the hell?
Wow, I don't hear you. Let's see. Are we hearing it on the channel? Because, like, I got the channel muted. Oh, oh crap. Hold on. Uh-oh. Did I fix it on my end?
Hello?
Oh, well, no. Mine was fine.
You can hear me now?
I can hear you now.
I don't know what the hell going on. Apparently, Google's having a problem with echo cancellation or some shit.
Well, and what it was is like I turned off my. Let me turn this down. Damn. I turned off the overhead that I usually use in the camper,
Yeah.
and wow, I don't know why it sounds like I'm in a can. Yeah, and I forgot to turn off the Bluetooth, so I couldn't hear you until I turned that off.
Yeah,
So it's a great discussion to have about money, man, because like nobody taught me about money. Did anybody teach you about money?
shoot, my mom's was trying to teach me.
Well, you got to have some money to teach people about money. My mom didn't have no money, bless her heart.
No, because that was my mom's was smart because she dealt with credit cards. That was one thing she always taught me. She was like, if you can't afford to even pay off something from credit, don't bother with it. Like your best bet, even if you get a credit card, use it only in case of an emergency, and if you know you're gonna be able to pay that balance off.
Right, that's the only way you get by with them. You have to pay them off.
Oh, they said you echoing on your side.
I don't know why.
I don't know neither. Listen, I got one that said, Android has a bug that causes echo. Google is working to fix it. So
Hold on, I'll turn my stereo back on. Let's see if that helps.
Kev, what's going
Now,
on, my guy?
I'm pretty sure I'm on a bunch of watch lists and I'm being listened to as well, brother.
If that's the case, then the last person that popped up in, I had the same problem the last time. I don't know. It's a problem with this echo cancellation, but it is what it is.
Do you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you without no echo, but
Yeah.
you know, like I said, you just got to know that.
I'm really starting to think people are listening. I got a couple of people I don't even want to call anymore because I echo back so bad. I hear my conversation rather than our conversation.
I was going to tell you if anything, just jump back down and pop back up because I don't know why I got that problem. This is the second time I done had a problem. Somebody was trying to join the live stream and that thing showed up on the top of my screen. So it's something I probably got to fix in the studio. I'll fix it in a little bit.
I'm glad you were talking about that, though.
Yeah.
No one ever taught me about money. I never had anything. You have to have something for people to teach you about it.
No, I don't. Look here.
Or you have to learn to manifest it. I did learn to manifest it. Like money is attracted to me. I find money everywhere I go.
Yeah. See, with me, like I said, my mom's, she basically had, because she was already dealing with credit card. And so it's like she already knew what it was. Like, look here, unless you necessarily have to use it, don't use it. Like, just, especially if you can't pay the balance. Because then now essentially it becomes more of a debt. Because now the longer you take to pay that debt, the more what? The more what? Added whatever they're gonna put onto it. So just imagine if your bill is only 300 and now it go up to 500 or some shit like that.
What the thing with that is, though, you never pay the minimum payment. You always pay more.
Yeah, but you got some people that try to just pay the minimum. That's where some of the debt starts too. That's where the downfall starts. You always supposed to pay the maximum.
Yeah, there's older people that think it's a loan. They think that that's a loan.
Yeah. Well,
And
they'll
they're
find out
paying
it's
that,
not a
like
loan.
they've chopped it out. They can't do anything else, and they're just trying to get by with as little as they can pay on it.
Yeah, but that's essentially still placing you in debt too. So
Yep. I don't believe in debt, brother. That's why I got a truck that I've owned since 2009. I just sent a car to South Carolina I had for 5 years. And I didn't tell her, like, my folks are off the chain, right? They even got put off the bus coming down here. Yeah, I didn't tell her, don't do this and don't do that. I just told her, I've loved this car for 5 years, and I hope you have this car 5 years from now.
yeah. Yeah, just give them the positive vibes. That's it. But see, like you want to have talks like that, especially when it comes to specific situations, because your credit is always going to be essentially your not some that's really supposed to be your first line of defense before you really use money. But then again, if you not really aware of how to use it or how it's conjunction, you're gonna set yourself up. Like, and that's how I feel they always was getting certain people. No doubt, East Dad, you already know, bro. But that's how he was getting certain people. All right, they give him a
Yeah.
credit line of this amount of money. Let's see if they gonna do whatever. And then some people, I bought this, I brought this, not thinking you gotta pay that back at the end of the month.
Yeah, because that's money you didn't have. You spent money you didn't have. I get it, man.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be more wise. Like I did an upload about that, like just trying to keep your credit intact, but also, just being aware, like also being aware for real of what you're gonna use that credit card for. Like I could see you using it if you prime example, you got a car, but now you might have had an incident on the road all right, that's different. If your credit line is to where it is salvageable to do it, do it. Especially that is a dire moment right there. You ain't trying to be stranded on a highway, road, or on the side of the road.
I got
Especially if
real
you're trying to
upset.
get home.
I got real upset because I'm very responsible with it, and it got me twisted up and messed up in my head for a minute. And I had to stop myself and say, wait a minute, you had to do this. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't have it. And all you have to do is be as responsible as you've been being and pay it off. Just pay it. Just pay them, just like you do everything else.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. But that's what I'm saying. Some people get that misconstrued because they figure, okay, they gave me this credit line. I should be able to do this. Sometimes you can't just go off a whim thinking, all right, I could pay this off and I ain't got to worry about nothing. No, you might as well pay
Yeah.
the whole balance if that's the case. You're going to have to. Because if you even the slightest bit short, guess what? You're going to deal with it. You're going to have to deal with it later. That interest will come up to you. That interest will definitely peak up.
Yeah, when you call one and you're going to pay it off, if you don't ask for the payoff, you'll get charged the interest and you'll be upset later because you didn't ask for the actual payoff. And you paid whatever the statement showed you, and you still got charged interest for what was sitting there.
Yeah.
And you never, ever get a cash advance anywhere, ever.
That's what I'm saying. Because those simple things right there set you up for debt or set you up for the kill in the long run. But yeah, see, like I said, my mom's was always, hipping me to certain things. So that's why it wasn't that hard for me to really say, even if I don't fully know how to, I just know if I got something, I ain't gonna do it. If I get, and they was trying to send me the same thing. Listen, they've been trying to send me mail for credit cards and all that other shit since I was 16.
Dude, I get stuff every day.
I laughed at all them shits. Like, how you trying to even entice somebody that's that young to get a credit card? I'm not stupid. And I wasn't paying for nothing either because I wasn't really doing much of nothing. And when I was, I had cash to do it. So,
right.
And even now, I got a credit card, but I still don't use it. I don't plan on using it until sometime somewhere down the road when I actually need to. So it is all about just what you do and how you budget yourself, even if you ain't saving up too much. It's all about how you budgeting what you budgeting on. You know you don't really require much. All right. you good. Your
It's like
balance sheet
magic
still
some
paying rent.
months.
Yeah,
It's like magic. It just happens.
exactly.
It's a beautiful thing, man.
Oh, man. But
See, I
yeah,
lost my mom when I was 20. She was a
mhm.
hairdresser, right? She was a teacher. She was cool as all get out. I didn't know it at the time. And she still comes and sees me quite a bit because I believe we're energy and that we never die and that all the ghosts in my life are still with me and they let me know. But like, she was so cool. She would let me go skating every night of the week. I asked to go skating. And she wanted to dress me like the other kids when I didn't give a crap how them other kids dressed. I just wanted to be me. And I didn't know that she felt like we were poor or we didn't have anything.
Yeah, it's a lot of things that you'll be surprised with. Like some parents, they gonna learn certain things to where even when they got a family, they don't be that much of a. They don't make it like it's that much of a hassle. Like I said, no, I wouldn't even say we was middle class. We was just above middle class, if that. We wasn't even really there. And I don't really believe it was a middle class to begin with because everything seemed to be if you wasn't high up there, you was just above the just above the minimum, just above the line of all right, I'm good. I could salvage, I could do this, I could do this. My mom was working and all that shit, but she taught me the value of credit cards because shit. Minimum wage back in New York City was fucking man. You mean to tell me people was working for $3.25 an hour, $3.50 an hour, $4 an hour? And now we just got to a good thing of 15 an hour and better now. Eons after all that was said and done. So think
That's a
about it.
whole lifetime
But then
later.
again, it was kind of cheaper. But then again, the cost of living was kind of cheaper in the city. So that's
Yeah,
why our minimum wage wasn't high. Even though we in a big city, it wasn't that high. Like our meats, everything else was kind of cheap. Now everything is expensive as hell now.
dude, look, when my mama used to give me $2.50 to go roller skating, okay? I'm 55 years old. I still have a pair of roller skates in my truck. And I'm so serious. It was my greatest love. I broke my right arm on skates twice. Like, I'm a roller skating fool. I watched my little niece work my sister in law at my brother's house. It costs $30 to go roller skating now. $30. Like I got to go almost like half the month for what they're paying to go one time. That's so crazy to me.
Yeah. But see, you know what's crazy though? Like I told somebody too about that. I said they forgot his three lines of credit. And even one line of credit, it don't matter which one it is, one of those will always be high. See, that's why I'm saying, you learn more about what you need to learn about, and you can keep yourself in a certain situation where you don't have to worry about debt at all. And if
Right.
it is a debt, it's not a big debt the way it can't get paid.
Yeah, my bank card is 14% interest,
Mm.
which is cheap for a credit card.
Yeah. But that's the main thing again, just balance out. Now, if you know you might be short cash wise and you know you might have to use the credit card, all right, that's different. Like some people might be short on cash. You know what? I'm already in the grocery store and I got these groceries back here. Simple shit like that. Pay the whole balance out. And whatever
Yeah,
interest you think might be there, this way is not nothing happening towards the following when it's time for that credit line again.
my best friend says you should pay your credit cards every single week. Doesn't matter what you pay on them, you have to pay them every single week.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
8
because you
of
never
them.
know what's
Boy,
going on.
you should see me. You should see me, bro. Like I got my little calendar out, and this one's got to get paid, and this one's got to get paid.
Yeah, because you gotta think about it. You three lines of credit: financial, entertainment, and home. So, oh shit, fire department. Oh, my fault. Live from Nate the Great Action News. Oh, now they across the street. Oh shit. Oh,
We
oh,
got the popo.
nah, fire department. trying to find out what
Oh,
the hell happened. Like, I'm trying to. I hope they ain't coming in my building. They ain't gonna shut
yeah.
down the elevator on me. No, but it is the one fundamental for some people again is learn them three lines of credit and then make sure you doing the necessary steps, even if you want to be. You'll raise your credit scores. Like I said, you can even raise your credit score even if it's what supposed to be entertainment or whatever. Phones are entertainment. You paying your phone bills on time, shit. You pay you whether you got a well-known company or not, you paying your phone bill on time. Even if you using the credit, even if you are using something to pay that, like even if you got a bank card, debit card, and he's even doing that, that's kind of building up your credit even more. And that's the truth. Do the simplest things to make sure, because some people that's what they gonna reach for. Yeah, I'll get this credit card. Okay, but if you get this credit card, make sure you know what the hell you're doing.
Dude, there's no entertainment in my credit card lives.
Mm-hmm.
None. You stick to the budget. You can entertain yourself for free on YouTube all day long at home.
No, but see, like something, but you gotta look at it. Some people are using credit cards to pay for electronic stuff and stuff. So that's why I'm saying that's one line of credit you won't have to pay for if that's what you doing. You won't have to pay that full balance out. You just
Right,
pay,
like insurance.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. But as long as that's being paid off, that's good right there. Because again,
Right.
it's essentially saying, okay, just in case of anything, look, this person is responsible enough to grab that, and then we might be able to even do something even more.
And it can
That's
even
even
be
like,
like a little piece of jewelry.
yeah, yeah,
It,
stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. It do help.
yeah, people get it and then they don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
what
why
messes them up.
yeah, but you gonna that. But see, that's the thing. Some people gotta understand that too. You can't just want something and then think it's just gonna be for free or you ain't gonna pay for it. Nah, you're gonna pay for it some way. One way or another, they gonna get their money. That's the one thing people should remember. Especially when it is dealing with stuff like that. Nigga, one way they gonna get your money. Whether you want to pay it or not, they gonna get you. They gonna want it back.
Yeah, and I got some friends that are like messed up on their credit cards. I'm like, you're crazy not to be paying your cards. You got to pay that. You're never going to get out from under it.
Yeah,
And
because
if you
once
would
it
pay
becomes a
it,
big debt,
you'd have more wiggle room on those weeks that you feel like you don't have any money to get by.
yeah. So you essentially messing yourself up when you could be like, damn, I could have used this for this. Damn, now I can't even do it. Yeah, you got to be wise. That's it.
Yep.
It's a few things. That's why I was like, yeah, it was gonna come into that because essentially that's what the people are gonna have to worry about. Because if now the money becomes an issue, you better have some decent credit to do something with.
Right. If I can't get my money out the bank, I got credit cards.
Exactly. Because either which way, they're gonna get their money back anyway.
It is what it is. And when you got good stuff, you got to take care of your good stuff, man. You shouldn't be out shopping for stuff all the time.
Yeah. Oh shit, another truck.
I don't never I got a truck, right? And I had a car. And my little girlfriend, she had this cute little 1990 Buick Riata, right? Two-seater.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm going to sell my car. I'm like, okay, what do you want for it? She said, I want $2,500 for it. I said, okay, I'm going to buy your car. And I bought her car. And I owed her $964. And she said, you've given me enough money on that car, sister. That car is yours.
Oh, snap. See?
I've driven it one time. I heard it turning over. There's something going on with the switch. Like, I go to the parts store. They're like, we're not going to start selling you parts for this car, lady. But there's something going on the switch. I heard the motor turn over. Like, it's only got 108,000 miles on it.
Oh, okay.
So the fuel pump's not sending fuel, but that could be in the switch issue that I'm having. And I just sent my Impala to South Carolina so that I can concentrate on the Riata. Exciting stuff. I bought that car with change and dollar bills I saved up at the restaurant. Hello.
Oh no, don't worry.
Yeah, dude, I worked. All right, I worked at Red Lobster, and I was working at a hotel at the time, right? And what I would do is I would put all my change and my dollar bills up, like I didn't get it,
Yeah.
and that's how I bought that car from my best friend. I gave her quarters and change and dollar bills, over $1,500 worth. Didn't use any credit cards for that one.
No, but see, the best thing to do anyway, even if it's not the way you just did it, and you know you getting paid decent money, whether you working in a restaurant or wherever you work in. At least you should try to do at some point is try to put something away for a rainy day, even if you don't have a bank. At least this way you know you got the oh shit, I forgot about the stash. Oh, I got money in the stash. Oh, and then you good, like you whatever you was trying to get or whatever you know you might have needed, you got it.
I'm
I knew
always
somebody
saving
that
my
was.
change.
Nah, 'cause I knew somebody that would see, like I know people who saved up the change, but see, even them, they go straight to those coin stars and stuff and do whatever and cash them in the dollars. One of my peoples I know that he does DJing. His amplifier and something got blown out. He was short on the cash, but then he remembered he had a fucking stash from the parties that he did. And he had well enough to buy the amplifier and two other pieces of equipment if he wanted to. I told him, I said, see, I said sometimes you're gonna have to do that. Sometimes it's good to just throw money away like somewhere in the house where you never forgot about it. There's been times like when I go to my cousin's house, that nigga always pulling out something from somewhere. Like, yo, what the fuck? You just said you was broke. He said, son, I forgot about the stash. Like, so you got a different stash everywhere? Yeah, just in case. And he's like,
I
you never
was
know.
sad to cash out on my change. Like, look how the world is. My girlfriend said, don't you get rid of your change. You might need them quarters, nickels, dimes, and pennies one day. They might be worth more than them bills.
Yeah. Because essentially that's what it was. Like back in the day before it became paper, it was already metal. It was already copper and whatever else. So, you know, like that's what I'm saying. You got people that save that up. And then you got some people who will still cash in. Man, listen, I watched this lady cash in so much. I didn't even know she had at least, I think she had at least 6, 7 jars. It wasn't even pennies in there. That was a sad part. She only had one jar of pennies. That was a big jar. Everything else was nickels, dimes, quarters. I said, well, damn. Even the little, what was them little Susan B. Anthony dollars and stuff like that. The little silver. I was like, damn, you had met.
There was an
She was
old
sitting there
man in
for a minute.
Prattville. There's an old man in Prattville, Alabama, that bought a brand new Ford pickup truck with bags of pennies. I think they said it was 40 bags of pennies.
Shoot. Yeah, that's the crazy part about it. That's what I'm saying. But then you got some people who will still keep change or still save change because some of them do go by that old saying. In case of anything, you still got a way to pay for something. Court, what's going on, baby?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I found $5 in the woods walking my dog before.
Oh shoot. That means somebody was running through that woods and lost their money.
Money's attracted to me.
No, but you got to be mindful because you think about it. You in them wooded areas, some people do be coming out, even if they don't live there. They come out the camp and do all that extra stuff. They probably done drop something in the midst of a hike or something like that. You never know.
There's lots of homeless people where I live.
Mm.
Ninja campers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, just
Yeah, I was amazed. I'm telling you, dude, if you saw where I was walking my dog when I found that $5 bill, you'd be like, there's no way that's possible.
look, nothing is impossible.
Right.
Man, listen, I was laughing because the other week somebody bopped. And this was funny because somebody dropped some. I believe somebody had dropped some weed, but it was in one of them big ass. It was in one of them big ass like it came from the dispensary. Now everybody done walked past it, kicked it. They didn't even notice it was nothing in there. I kicked that shit, thinking I was like, oh shit, fuck. I opened that. That shit was still full to the brim. I said, oh, nobody knew this was weed. I'm up out of here. No, because everybody that walked past it was not paying it no attention. Because usually you step on something, you'll feel something like, hold up, what the hell? Nobody, because they probably thought it was an empty bag. I said, oh, I ain't gotta buy nothing for my plug this week.
I found weed. Weed is a good find.
Nah, but you know what it is too. It just I was just laughing. I said, damn, whoever dropped this, they is upset. But you know you ain't sending no search and rescue for that. Yo, son, somebody dropped some weed. Somebody, hey, which one
Oh,
of y'all dropped your bag of Zaza? Like,
I used
ain't nobody
to
doing.
work at a gas station, right? And my
Yeah.
friends were in the gas station making coffee. And I just stepped outside the door for a second. I smoked at the time, right? I don't smoke anymore. There's a big bag of weed laying next to their car. I picked it up and I walked I walked back in. I said, "Did you drop something?" He said, "Holy shit, was my weed out there on the ground?" I'm
Yeah,
like,
now if
"Yep,
I know you just dropped something and I know I'll do that. But it sometimes you don't even know who dropped what. Like, see, that was the thing. No, it wasn't that big. It's no telling, especially in the city, who the hell dropped it. So it was just like,
right,
oh, free grabs. But if I know you dropped the wallet, nah, nigga, I'm gonna find who the hell you are, or I'm gonna send it to a precinct or to
right,
whatever it's
right,
supposed to
right,
be sent to. That shit I'll do. Cause I ain't nothing worse. Cause I remember years ago it was a situation. This lady lost a passport, all that shit. I just happened to come across it, drop that shit right over at the precinct. Like, yo, um, I could have dropped it off at the post office too, I believe. They said it's the precinct and somewhere else you could drop somebody's stuff off at, just in case if they. But I'm like, nah, I'm closer to the precinct. Like, yo, listen, whoever this person is, you will want to try to get in contact with them, especially if it's credit cards and stuff in there too. You know, I didn't bother them. I just picked. Oh shit, somebody done dropped their passport. And then I looked again, and there was the Wally 2 behind. I was like, oh yeah, bring this right in the
I've been in the
precinct.
ladies' room
Yeah.
going from Georgia to Alabama at the Alabama line, and I picked up this lady's wallet out of the bathroom. Man, it was stacked. Dude, that wallet was so fat with cash. I took it straight to the cashier. I'm like, whoever this belongs to is coming right back. And I still feel like them people at the store didn't care, and they probably took that woman's money. I didn't even open it.
Yeah.
I just took it straight to the cashier, man. It was fat.
Now, see, if your spot had a camera, they can't do that because then that's stealing right there on the camera. See, now look, before I got into my position into security, I was doing another position on my job where we was always gonna be coming across something or finding something. Even down the missing kids, yo, we gotta bring them to the gotta bring them to the guest services. We gotta bring them to here. We gotta bring them to the lost and found, basically. Like, and I'm like, nah. There's times that people have went crazy. Yo, you looking for your phone? Go up to the front over there by that desk. Whatever y'all was looking for, go over there. You want to fill out a little report because if they didn't find it that day, by the following day, they would have whatever item that need to be retrieved. Lady dropped something of importance one day, and I just happened to tap her like, Miss, you dropped something. Oh my God, thank you. It was something important. I didn't ask what it was, didn't care. I just was like, hey,
Right.
you dropped. Oh my God, thank you. You this, that, and third. I would have been lost in the sauce. And I think it was also it was a specific car key she had that if she'd have lost that, she'd had to pay a certain amount for that replacement. That key ain't cheap. So
Right.
essentially, yeah, I just saved you from not being in your car and everything else. Yeah. I don't care. She tried to come back later on that day. Yeah, nah, I can't accept no money on the camera, miss. Like, oh,
Oh,
but
yeah, that
yeah.
happened today, man. I cleaned the lady's house, right? And I looked at my watch wrong. I charged $30 an hour, but I'll give you 3 hours for $100, right? I told her the wrong price because I looked at my watch wrong, and I turned around and I went back to her house. I'm like, look, I just need you to write me another check because you don't owe me this much money. She's like, don't worry about it. I said, I can owe it back to you. She said, I don't even care about it.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. See, like, if I know for a fact, if I know you just dropped something, nah, I'm not one of them fuck ups. I'll be like, yo, son, like, shoot. One time, this young man almost dropped, damn, he not dropped he dropped the Metro card and something else that he was going to need. He was walking towards the train. Now, he ain't hear me when I was yelling at him, when I poked him. So, yo, what? I was like, yo, son, you just dropped this. You about to be at, oh shit, good looking. Matter of fact, he had an unlimited Metro card for
Oh
the,
wow.
I think for the month. He had one of them unlimited Metro cards for the month. And that's money. So just imagine you
Right.
gotta repay for that shit again. Come on now.
Integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching.
Yeah. There's some things, listen, there's some things you're gonna be able to have a conscience on. There's some things, hey, it's not so much as not have a conscience. There's some things you just not gonna be able to, you're not gonna put out a search and rescue party. Yo, did one of y'all drop this big old sack of weed? Look here, it's sitting over here if you need it.
Oh, don't think. Hey, I found $40 laying in the kitchen in my restaurant. Nobody's standing back there but me.
Oh shoot. Mhm.
I found $20 one night coming in, clocking in. I ain't gonna ask you about that. No, sir. Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? Because you could go to a person and ask them, they'll lie to you.
Nah, but you know that's crazy though, because like I was saying, you know, it's just certain things I know for a fact. That shit ain't going to benefit you. Like if somebody dropped their passport or certain things like that, even they ID, something like that, license, that shit don't benefit me. Yo, bro, you dropped this, yo, sis. Or if not, I'm gonna send it somewhere where it need to be sent. Look, found this over here. They might be looking for this.
Yeah, like, dude, all right, so I was telling you about sending my car, right? My sister bought my car. It's a long story, but I was supposed to get a four-wheel drive to be able to pull my camper. So my sister started talking about getting her license back. She ain't had a car in 12 years. So I'm like, you should buy my car.
Yeah.
It's a nice car. It's a 2000 Impala. I'm the second owner. She's sexy. So, yeah, it was really cool. So, when I bought my truck in 2009, she gave me the $500 down for it. It's my baby sister.
Oh, okay.
So she sent me $1,500, and I only wanted 2,000. I paid 25 for it, 2,000. She sent me $1,500. I said I'm gonna give you a $500 down payment back because I love you. And when you get licensed, show it to me. Well, she couldn't get a license, so my niece came down here. I gave it to my niece. They live together. She takes care of my sister. And I didn't think it would make it there. I was so thankful the car made it there.
Yeah.
And I struggled with giving it up for so long that it didn't even break my heart when it left.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, she spent $1,600 on Uber last month. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's the saddest thing about it. That's why I'm saying things ain't cheap no more, and don't make no damn sense.
If people can't make money at it, they don't want to do it for you.
Exactly. No, I mostly just was on here because there was a few things I wanted to bring up today, but mostly because I was saying this shit could affect everybody around the world, or it could just affect everybody in the United States again if they don't come up with something by Friday. So just think about that for those next couple days. Shit about to get critical if they shut down the government again.
Yep. You better find something you can barter with in the near future.
Yeah.
We always gonna be good, bro, because we're always gonna take care of other folks too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just the talks like this are needed. And I said I was bringing that today. And I know for a fact, like I said, you better start getting more acclimated to what's going on now. Because as much as you don't want to delve into politics, at some point you're gonna have to. Some of those politics could possibly cripple or destroy the economy and destroy the society as we speak now. So I just had to bring that today.
There's a whole army of people in this country that hate us and would love to change our way of life. I don't have blinders on. I just don't talk about it on my channel.
Yeah, well, I'm all for certain talks and conversations. Today was just one of the light ones. And I was mostly just trying to give an awareness to the people, too. Uh, it's gonna be critical if they shut this shit down again. Things that's
Mm-hmm.
already expensive gonna be more expensive when they do decide to reopen. So just think about that.
My philosophy in life is whoever wins. Oh shit! Hold on, somebody's calling me.
Oh Lord.
Hello.
Yeah.
Anyway, how you like my ringtone?
You trying to give me a damn copyright? Look at you.
I'm sorry. No, let me tell you about that. It's not really a strike; it's a claim, and they can only take so much of your monetization for it. But anytime you play music, it's a claim. The only time it's ever a copyright strike is when the owner of whatever it is you're sharing reports you for copyright striking their material on the platform.
No, I know that part, but you still give me a
I'm
claim.
sorry, my bad.
Damn it.
My bad.
I know the difference between the strike and the claim, but I don't want to hear that crap neither. You have something you have to edit. I'm not editing nothing. It's raw and uncut.
I'm sorry, you know there's trouble.
No, you good. You good.
I'm
not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. I ain't monetized right now, so I don't give a damn. I'm saying in certain situations, I don't want to hear that claim. I got a claim the other week for using the damn video clip I forgot had music in it. Some of bitches.
Oh, well, let me tell you what I'm upset about. I have Canva, right? And you can make videos that are YouTube shareable, but YouTube won't monetize them. Like everything in it is good to share. It's all like none of it's copyrighted. It's all put there on the platform for you to use it. And when you drag it over to YouTube, they won't monetize it.
It's always something.
I have over 100 of those.
Yeah, I don't be worried though. I didn't know if it was actual music until you said the phone call. I was like, all right, so I ain't worried about it. At least you said it was a phone call.
Yeah, it was a phone call. My ringtone.
Oh, wait a minute. Breaking. Nah, you good. You good. Breaking news, y'all. Wait a minute. Let me put this up here on the screen, y'all. Breaking news, y'all. Breaking damn news. Yeah. How ironic. Like, how ironic.
They want to get paid.
Yeah, because they know they can't afford another damn shutdown. I don't know why they always keep coming to, yo, we might have to. No, y'all niggas need to just come to some sort of conclusion on certain things and leave the people the fuck alone.
My philosophy on the government is they should fire everybody and hire all the Waffle House cooks because they could not mess things up any worse.
Who knows?
Think about it. Waffle House cooks been dealing with all of us.
No, but it's just about getting the right people in order, and that's it. That's why I said on all different angles, you're going to have to not just voice an opinion, but actually make sure that it sticks. All right, you know what? This person is more for the people than this person is. Why am I voting for this person? Because this person is a famous name, when this person that's not a famous name got more in store and got more good for the people. That like, nah, I'm not going for that. Go the opposite direction. But just not like I said,
I'm batshit crazy. You have to live life right in front of me, and whoever grows the most food wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look, I love you, dude. I got to get ready for my show tonight. I just want to stop in and say, hey, thank you for letting me come and participate.
Yeah, you already know. You more than welcome, Sparky. You done been here a couple times. You done been part of the conversation in the fam, so you good. You always more than welcome.
I appreciate that. I've been staying out of a lot of other places, and it's okay.
Hey, sometimes you're going to have to do that. Sometimes when you limit certain things, you'll have less stress.
Right. So me and Matt are going live on our regular channel tonight. We're going to talk. I'm interviewing him about his cancer experience.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to drop in on us later, you know what time it is and you know the channel name. I love you, brother. Take care of yourself. Thank y'all for having me, y'all.
You're more than welcome. And you know I'm gonna try to pop in definitely. I'm about to try to get myself ready the next hour for this Twitch stream. So
All right, do whatever you have to do, brother. Create your content.
you already know, baby.
Deuces, y'all.
You already appreciate you. Oh, okay. So yeah, shout outs to Sparky for popping in on the panel, y'all. Uh, good conversation as always. Yeah, they got that part too. Approving it by Friday. Now let's see what happens by Friday. That's why I'm just giving people the stern warning. Just in case if something does happen, if they don't reach some sort of approval or agreement, we gonna be in a world full of hurt again. And the stuff that we see that's getting worse is gonna get even more worse. So I do appreciate everybody that tuned in definitely for the conversation. And again, if you ain't follow me on Twitch, I'll be back in the next hour. It's Taco Tuesday, but it's also Tasty Tuesday. So and definitely appreciate you again for dropping all those links series, baby. Out here working hard for the 9,900 to 8,000, baby. But definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in, and I'll be back in the next hour on Twitch. So y'all already know what it is. It's always a blessing to have a good conversation with the people, whether y'all in here long or not. No, this is what we need to do though. And I'll definitely be running around these streets at some point tonight, so I'm gonna be doing a bunch of supporting tonight. But nonetheless, always a blessing. And that's what we need more of. Conversations and the blessings. And we're gonna get that. I strongly believe in that. So y'all stay tuned. We still up in here. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia and the Shadow Babies. You know what it is, baby. Wait, do it one more again. Taco Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. I see you putting the tacos in it. For everybody that was in attendance today, y'all already know that love is love and it be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. And that's what I'm gonna do is give you real topics and real builds. And I'll definitely see you on the next hour. I highly doubt I'm doing another stream tonight, but if I do, you'll know about it. But I highly doubt it. And I'll definitely see y'all in the morning for the cypher though. Y'all stay safe and keep that third eye open. And to the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.